First piece of MDF on my baby. What are we going to call her? Yetina. Come on, Yetina. Yeah, today is going to be an amazing day. I've got the feeling that it's going to be an amazing day, and the reason being is because I've got a brand new CNC being delivered. So basically, I've got a new CNC turning up at 10 o'clock. I have been partners with Trend for about 3 years. And let me just quickly say something about Trend because they are amazing. They have got amazing tool range. They're specialists in cutters, saw blades, jigs. They're a really, really great company, and their customer service is out of this world. Honestly, probably the best well-run company out there, and amazing tools just to top things off. And I believe it's designed for the tradesperson because it's 8x4 capacity, where you can bring it into your workshop and make things that a full-size CNC can make. So that is why I'm just thinking it's amazing. So it's the portability, it's the full-size capacity, and the fact that it's pretty damn smart. This thing's got a little console on the side. It's so easy to use. It's got all big color-coded buttons on it. Just really, really intuitive. This, by the way, is how much space I believe it's going to take. Although these strips are 8 foot, so this is the size of an 8x4 sheet. Although that is the size of the sacrificial board that's going on the top, this is the size of the workpiece, you know, what you can machine as such. By 1.2 is about here. That's 1.4, by the way. So that is the size that you can play with a machine, and the working area of the machine. It does take more. So that is 3 meters, and that is 1.4. I'm hoping it's no more than that. To be able to break that machine down when I don't want it and store it, you know, is just a godsend, really. There we go. There's Alex in his Trend van. New signed out van. My signed out van. So let's see what's inside the van, eh? And this is it. There's a few more parts here, but hardly anything. You would expect it to be a lot more than that, wouldn't you? Very, very small amount. We're going to bring that all in, set it up, and see how we go. Is it easier that way, or do you want me to put it down?
Yeah. To begin with, you're just going to rest it on here while you slide the beam on.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Wheels.
Wow, proper clever. Okay, lock it just for the moment. This is the main bit.
Main beast.
Yeah, working out how to make it all work.
Again, so them wheels on the bottom, it's just the same system with the cams.
Yeah.
So that's how basically everything is aligned, and you can just do it all by yourself.
Yeah.
Just slide on.
Yeah.
Just really push it.
So we got the main parts all put together. You saw how quick that was.
Right, shall we turn this on then?
Yeah, let's get this sacrificial board on, or the waste board.
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to load up the CNC now, get some 18mm in or on top of the machine. There we go. First piece of MDF on my baby. What are we going to call her? Yetina. Come on, Yetina. Screwed down now, one in each corner. One down there, one down there. Yeah, so we haven't adjusted this bar just yet. As you can see, there's a big gap there, but look at that, perfectly in line. Is that going to hit? Is it going to miss?
Nah, we're good.
Nice, just about perfect.
Wheels, spread them out equally.
Yeah, okay, so these have got wheels underneath, guys. So, yeah, little wheels there that you just place anywhere you like. So I suppose you've got to place them strategically, depending on what you got. If you've got big job, small job, little pieces.
Yeah, especially if you've got like painted surfaces.
Yeah.
You want to avoid putting them on as much as possible. So you bring them to the outside.
Yep, cool. Shall we move it over a little bit, or you're all right?
I got that one.
Ah, so basically you're just dropping it until it hits the rollers.
Yeah, drop it to the rollers.
Oh, how cool is that? And that's it. You just nip it up, and it's.
You can lock them off.
Yep.
You want to make sure your levers, you know,
nice and tight. And let's go ahead and turn it on.
That's your safety on-off switch, basically.
Yep.
Selecting a cutter, you typically want to find the cutter with the shortest cut depth as possible, the shortest shank as well, just to minimise vibration.
Yep.
And you also want to go as wide as possible, where like the radius is well out, so you can plunge deeper per pass and you can run it faster without damaging the cutter, damaging the spindle itself. Spindle, turn it to the right slightly.
I remember you saying for maximum airflow through the gaps for the cooling.
Yeah,
cool.
It's self-cooled, air-cooled.
Yep.
So, what are we pressing? Just router?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go.
Go, ready? Just do a little health check. Let's count down. Turns on the Hoover. That's cool. So it's lowering itself. Oh my god. That's so cool. Yeah, it's going to suck it up. We've got to put the Hoover on. There we go. Very first cuts. This is standard MDF, so we're kind of seeing how it's going to cut, what kind of surface it's going to give us, routed in. I mean, ultimately, this has got to be for a shaker style door, goes straight for paint, so. It's going quite quick, to be honest, mate. I thought it'd be slower. I don't suppose it needs to. I'd rather a good quality finish. Look at Sean. Mr. Sean's over here inspecting. Come on it. So the pocketing is done, okay, so that is the inside of the shaker style. We're going to jump on using the V-bits. We have got an 82.5 degree bit, so it's not far off being square, but the great thing about that is going to give us nice sharp corners without having to chop it out with a corner choppery thingy-majig. Can't think of the words. You can get different degrees, 60, 45, so you can splay those edges, but I'm wanting them as straight as possible. We're going to throw that cutter into the Yeti and give that a little whiz. Okay, so that's the 60 degree done. Pretty happy with that. We're going to jump on and hopefully get some lines on here. I mean, we've retrofitted this design because we're just tinkering. So we're going to see if we can get those lines on. If not, we'll just router out the door itself. There we go, we've got our 4 lines. Happy days. Going to cut this out. It's a little massive shaker style door at the moment, just a weird one. No, it's 2.4 by 1.2. We're going to cut this out, and that is called a profile cut. Oh, look at that. He's learning. I'm learning. So last thing to do now is to we're putting a 6mm cutter in, okay, and that is going to cut the shape out. So we're on the profile now. As you can see, we're just running all the way around the door. I've set it, or Alex has, where we've got a tiny little 1mm radius just there, which I think is quite nice. So you could just see the line finishing up against that cut. So I think we're on our last pass. As you can see, it leaves little tabs. So we've got 4 tabs on this, so it doesn't route all the way through, because if you route all the way through, there's a chance that it will just go bing, 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 and just ping everywhere. So we've got tabs on there that holds it in, and you nip them off with a multi-tool at the end. So that is done, basically. That is it. The Yeti's done its job. It's going to lift up, get out of the way, and we can knob those tabs off and have a look at the door. There we go, we've got a tab there. I mean, we put that in the wrong place. We've got a tab there. So we're just going to get the multi-tool, cut them off. Right guys, don't forget your PPE, like me. I made a bit of an error. Yeah, I made a bit of an error as I was multi-tooling these. I should have just left more on, not trying to get flush, because we're going to use the trimmer to, with the bearing, just to trim all the corners up with the 1.6mm radius cutter. But there we go, guys. we are going to finish the video off like this. And as you can see, we made a shaky style door pretty easily the first time. Really, really chuffed. It's my first ever door with the help of Alex. So thanks very much, Alex. Been a pleasure. So we're just going to go ahead and sand that up, trim it up and have that ready. And whilst we're doing that, we can just get the CNC to finish off the rest to finish off the project. So hope you enjoyed, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday. See you next Friday. Ciao for now.